Dave Barry alongside national recruiting analyst John Garcia. The initial list for the 2026 class is out. We have some new five stars to discuss. And right now, we're taking a look at Keenyi Pepe, a big offensive tackle out of IMG in Florida, down in John's region. He's 6'7", obviously has the size, John. But what else about his game makes him a five-star?
Well, look, Dave, this is another recruit that since he was a freshman, we started to hear a lot about from the scholarship offer standpoint. And naturally, you want to see it live and up close. And Pepe is a guy who has lived up to that hype every single time we've seen him, whether it's at multiple Rivals camp events or certainly at IMG Academy, where he's in the starting rotation, despite being maybe the youngest lineman there. He's lived up to that billing. You mentioned the frame. I mean, 6'6", 6'7", right around 300 pounds right now, and carries it well. He still shows great length as a true tackle. The ideal tackle frame is something that he possesses, but I think we've seen him progress with those movement skills. You know, you're that big. Hey, can you move? Can you truly block one of these smaller, bendier guys? And he's shown that throughout the camp and combine circuit as well as on Friday nights. And then, of course, for most young blockers, the strength is the run blocking, and I think it's true with Pepe here as well. He's got big, heavy hands, of course, and once he gets them on you, it's really hard to disengage from there on out. So we do still think he has a long way to go from a technical standpoint, and obviously, offensive tackle is one of the hardest positions in the sport. But the frame, the game, the competition he's facing at IMG all sort of equals out to five-star status, and the offers are there to back him up.
Well, tell us a little bit about those offers, where things stand in his recruitment, and who's reaching out to him now. I imagine he's got the pick of the litter, but it's still kind of early in the process as he's just a sophomore. So where do things stand for him right now?
Yeah, Pepe's in no rush. He's confirmed that most recently with us here at Rivals, but he's got a lot of schools coast to coast all over him. USC was the childhood dream school, naturally, with him growing up on the West Coast. They're in the thick of it. Georgia is one of his most recent scholarship offers. Obviously, that's nothing to sneeze at. Oklahoma, kind of a sneaky contender for him. They hosted him for an unofficial visit over the summer. It was his first time on campus, and he thinks the Sooners are going to be a player and a contender for him all the way through the process. But he also admits moving to Florida, moving to the South has kind of opened his eyes a little bit to SEC and ACC football. So I think some of those programs closer to IMG are going to be able to benefit with getting him on campus here over the next couple of years. But of course, USC and Georgia is a heck of a way to start anyone's recruiting profile.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting recruitment to follow for sure. You can read more about Keenyi Pepe and get all the information about this initial list for the 2026 class always at rivals.com. John, thank you very much.
Thank you.